Hello all. Before we begin the video, let's discuss CloudFoundation. CloudFoundation is the premier online training platform to help individuals and organizations gain knowledge and skills in the ever-growing cloud computing industry.
I hope you guys know, I think we talked about what is out of the box, right? Because in real-time project, we are going to talk a lot about out of the box and customization. So out of the box is nothing. As I said already, it's an existing functionality. Whenever we are going to install any new software, new tool, whatever features came as a default, whatever features comes as a default, sorry. So you can consider those functionality, those components as a out of the box. Out of the box means existing functionality. So in that existing functionality, whatever changes you are going to perform, you may call it as customization. Okay. Based on the stakeholder requirement, client requirement, we have to introduce a lot of features. We have to enhance some feature. Okay. We have to disable something. So when the requirement comes, you may consider those requirement as a customization. Are we clear? Okay.
So for customization, how is it that you write the code and or does developer write the code? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah. You're audible.
Rakesh?
Yeah, you're audible, Mariam. Am I audible?
Oh, okay. No, I'm just asking the customization part. So when the requirement comes in and it's not out of the box, then how is it this customization that you write the code and then you do the plugin, or how that works?
Okay. So when the requirement comes from stakeholder, okay, if it depends on the project, which method they are following. If it is an agile method, if it is a waterfall method, it depends. If it is an agile method, definitely they are going to create a user story, and the user story will be assigned to the developers.
That okay. I understand. I'm talking about in Sailpoint perspective. How is it? Do you configure in the UI or you write the code? How, I mean, I'm trying to understand.
It depends on the developers. They can use some tools like Eclipse to write. To answer your question, so we can write the rule from this object browser debug page. All kind of customization we can perform from here. Whether it's rule or workflows, whatever it may be, we can do the modification from here. Some developers will use some third-party tools like Eclipse and all. Okay.
Can you open one of them?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, okay. This is all Java code, and
so this is Java, like from here, a list, hash map, array, and all. So this is XML tag. Inside this XML tag, we are going to apply all of our logic, like if condition, whatever it may be.
Should know Java, definitely.
Yeah, definitely Java is required if you want to become a developer.
What if somebody doesn't know Java? I don't know Java very well.
But if you have any plans to become a developer, then definitely you should know Java. Or if you're going to work as a in support engineer, administrator, or business analyst, it's not required.
Okay.
Because the moment you're going to become an architect, you're not going to write some codes on very frequently, but you have to guide your subordinate, right? If they are facing any technical issue when it comes to writing code. So in that perspective, definitely an architect should know Java. Okay, so now we were talking about the terminologies. And I hope you guys know who is requester, requestee and all. I don't want to get into that. Okay. So what is access request? Because whenever we are going to talk about, I'm going to use this phrase, access request. Access request is nothing. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
I meant to say access request is when someone actually requesting an access for a system or for entitlement or role, right?
Exactly. So if any user is looking for any application access, any target application access, they have to submit a ticket, correct? So in Sailpoint, we use the term called access request, not ticket. Okay, access request, it's a ticket. Okay, so most of the project will use ServiceNow as a ticketing tool, ticket management tool. So for your knowledge, ServiceNow will have a different type of ticket, right? They may ask questions from here also in the interviews. So incident is one type of ticket. Change request, because as a Sailpoint person, we are going to create a ticket in the ServiceNow tool very often. So you should know what different type of ticket we have in ServiceNow as well. ServiceNow is it's a different application. So in ServiceNow, we have incident, we have change request, we have SC task request. You may call it as RITM something. I don't.
It's RITM actually.
Yes, RITM. And we have problem ticket. But in Sailpoint application, we have only one type of ticket. You may call it as access request.
Now, Rakesh, quick question. So you can, some companies like previously what I understood is that what they usually they don't go to Sailpoint. So managers, if for example your new hire manager requested access for the specific individual new hire, correct? And they submit a ServiceNow ticket, and then basically because and then it gets aggregated in the Sailpoint, and it pulls and gives the access. So basically you have to have a link to ServiceNow, right? That can be done automatically, correct?
It cannot be done automatically. We have to, first of all, we have to onboard ServiceNow application with Sailpoint, and we have to once we integrate that application, we have to do the configuration changes. I understand your requirement. We can do that. Yeah. If anyone is going to submit ticket in ServiceNow, it will redirect to Sailpoint, and the access will be granted from Sailpoint.
So so my next one is that's a customization, correct?
Exactly. That's a customization. Yeah. Okay. So guys, in ServiceNow application, we have these type of ticket. So try to explore more on this, because as a Sailpoint engineer, definitely we require to know about this. Okay. Now let's talk about application. The application could be anything, the different type of application which is exist in the other side. So Sailpoint is one side. On the other side, there are a lot of applications, plenty of applications are available. So our task is to integrate, or you may call it as onboard. So we are going to onboard a lot of application within Sailpoint. So the purpose behind this, we can aggregate, we can pull all the user information from the target application, and we can manage everything from Sailpoint. Since Sailpoint is a unified portal, we can access all the data, we can manage the data with the help of Sailpoint. So that's the purpose behind that. Okay. And second, whenever employee is looking for any target application, we can grant the access from Sailpoint with the help of Sailpoint. Yeah. So you should know what is application. So application is nothing, it's a target source. So which we are planning to, which we may integrate with Sailpoint. Okay. And so that we can perform, as I said already, we can perform all the identity management and access management related activities. Okay. So when we are talking about application, we have two types of application. One is authoritative application. And second, non-authoritative application. So some environment, they will call it as a conforming application. Non-conforming application. Connected application, disconnected application. It depends on the project, how they are going to call it as, okay? So authoritative applications are nothing. It's a trusted source. Okay. So authoritative source means it's a trusted source, as I said. So Sailpoint can trust the data, the source data. Since it's a genuine data, Sailpoint can rely on the source data. So we are going to consider HR application as the genuine data, source data. So you should call HR application as a authoritative application. Okay. So all the organization user data will be stored in the HR data, and Sailpoint can rely on that. Sailpoint will aggregate the data from that. Okay, is that make sense? What is authoritative application? So non-authoritative applications means it's on the other hand. Okay, it could be any other source which Sailpoint cannot rely on. Sailpoint cannot rely on the authenticity of the data. But even though Sailpoint will, with the help of Sailpoint, we can manage those data as well, those user data as well.
And finally, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel.